turn this off. Let's see if I can get some of this music. How do I sound though? Sometimes I come in low, and I need to listen back to myself. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. I feel like I could be higher. Y'all might hear an echo as I'm listening back to myself. And let's see. I'm here. Okay. Just turning down the music, using the Fantasy Plus here. I feel like I could still go up a smidge. So I'm gonna go to my settings and see if I can turn myself up a little bit. Input. Still here, one sec. Just trying to turn myself up a little bit. And then I will get started in trying to save these villagers' lives, keep them intact. This game is deadly. Okay. How about I go testing? It should be louder here, but you'll hear a lot more of all my clicks and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, and we are going to get started. And let's test out the dice. It's mostly D6s. Oh, nope, that was supposed to be on top. Let's roll again. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, got the D6s on the screen. The music, so we are going to be playing Thorpe here. I got a little digital sheet for it. So Thorpe is a village building game. Let's see. To play Thorpe, you'll need a handful of D6s, which I got. I got a whole bunch of D6s. Stockpile resources, navigate encounters, and build up your village. Then build the Great Hall and put on the biggest feast the barony has ever seen. Okay. So we're going to start with D3 houses, 1D6 villagers. Come on. Listen, I can't start with one villager. That would be crazy. And that's what I feared ever since I started reading the rules for this. 1d6 and then 3d6 food, 3d6 wood, morale, and 3d6 coin. So on this digital sheet in this section here, I don't have anything. I'm tracking the Great Hall stuff here at the top. Everything's at 0. For this game, I have a couple house rules just to make it just slightly less deadly, because this game, like, people are dying off. This is a rough period in time, I guess. So right now we're on week 1. I have no defenses, and we are in progress. So there's a few things you do each turn. Is you do your tasks and encounter, and then you do some building and then some upkeep. And so that is what we are going to be working on. So we have the task phase. Every week we follow this procedure. Assign any number of villagers to tasks. Some are only available after certain buildings are present in the village. And then you just determine the task yield. So I'm guessing that if I assign 2 villagers to hunt, I'll roll 2d6. And if I roll 1, one of them gets injured. And if I roll 4 or 5, we get +2 food. But they have to eat too. So, I want food because what do I need to win? How do you win? There's the numbers for winning. Oh, wrong. Right, okay, so we have to have our grand feast, and I need 12 food, but if everybody keeps eating it every day, it's gonna be about stockpiling, I think. We're gonna have to, eventually, we need more villagers. So let's go back here. Okay, and then there's the encounter phase. So we check for an encounter. If I roll a 1, we could skip it. So 1s are good because these encounters could kill off my villagers. And then if we do have to roll for encounter, we'll roll D36, which is a D3 and a D6. So the D3 as the 10s, D6 as the 1s, and then we resolve the encounter, and then you would go up here. I believe encounters are up here. Yep, unfortunately. And we don't want the hostile one. We want these nice ones here in blue. So I'm hoping on the D3 I roll in the 30s. That'd be great. There's definitely going to be... Look, they said friendly encounters are optional, but the deadly ones are not. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, so there's that. And then there's the building phase. So spend resources to build buildings. And then upkeep phase. Track food consumption adjustments from the markets, taverns, inns, leader abilities, etc. Village defense rule. I guess we'll get to that. Well, what is a village defense? So defense is used to ward off dangerous encounters. Roll 1d6 plus defense and meet or beat the encounter's danger roll. If you fail, suffer the outcome. So what is their danger roll? So if I go up here and we say, okay, so if I rolled 2d6 and let's say I rolled an 8, I'd have to roll that defense and I would roll 1d6 plus my defense. Oh, so if I have 0 defense, I can't meet or beat the encounter's danger roll, so I would fail and immediately suffer the outcome, which would be, unfortunately, like if I rolled here, it would be negative 2d6 food. Or, a giant comes into town and 1 building is destroyed. Jesus. Oh, that would suck. That would suck. And oh, I see how it works. Okay, so an assassin comes into a town and a leader is killed. That's 3d6. So that's the potential from 3 to 18, which is really wide. So dragons and assassins are the most deadly. Then we have wolves and giants. And then the undead are the least deadly. So I guess I'm wanting the undead if I do have to, but that's not likely. And then we have ongoing encounters. The first time you roll them, you can choose to accept the outcome or ignore it. If you ignore it, each subsequent time you roll that encounter, the italicized outcome text occurs instead. So let's say I rolled for a witch and I was like, no, I don't want 1d6 morale. I don't want to take away that right now. And then if I roll her again, automatically, all tasks are -3. Like the second time we encounter. Okay. Or each subsequent, if you ignore it. So we could ignore it, or we could keep it and be like, okay, fine, we'll take the 1d6 because, ooh, I don't know. In the beginning, I don't know. I might just ignore it, but I don't know. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then we have resources. Villagers lose the game if you have none left. Injured, sick, infected villagers cannot work, but those, they still eat. They still take up food. They can't help. Jesus. Wood, stone, and iron is used to build. Morale. Lose 1 villager at the end of each week if the village has no morale. And then coin. You can use your money to recruit leaders, pay taxes, and buy goods. If you would lose coin but have none, you may instead reduce any chosen resource. Wow. Okay. And then there's food. Each villager gets 1 food every week. If there is ever less food than villagers at the end of the week, reduce villagers by the difference. Oh, they're leaving because there's no food. That's messed up. We're a new village. We're just getting started. And then there's emergency measures. So these measures go into effect at the beginning of the task phase. They can be used once per game. So I'm playing a game right now. I can only use these once, so I'd have to be smart. So ration. Food is not reduced. Morale is reduced by 1 instead. Forced labor, double all task yields this week, but injure all villagers except the guard. We can borrow funds, gain 3d6 coin. Within 8 weeks, you must pay back. You know what? I might use this towards the end. Like when I know I'm about to win, but I need a little bit more coin. What needs coin? Like for the win state? I need 10 coin for the grand feast. So let's say I'm at like 3 coin. Towards the end, I might just borrow funds. And still win. Oh, yeah. That's kind of metagamey. Last stand, automatically succeed on 1 defense roll. All villagers assigned to guard are injured. Another metagame thought is that if I don't have any villagers assigned to guard, nothing would happen to them. We'd be fine. And then we have return to the old ways. -X villagers plus X food. So folk avoid the village from now on. Ignore all friendly encounters. Ooh, return to the old ways? I guess you don't need villagers. Let's say you built up like 10 villagers. You'd be like, I'm going to trade you in for 10 food. And then I'm going to have the grand feast by myself. In the Great Hall. Oh, that is funny. That could work. Emergency measure. You guys get out. I want the feast, but you're getting in the way. Okay, and then we have the tasks here. Carouse. So we can carouse people. Get 1 coin, get some morale villagers. We could chop wood. We can guard, add 1 guard to defense per villager assigned to guard to a max of 3. So this is where I would assign it. So during the task phase, I could say, hey, I'm basically like the mayor of this village. So I'm saying, hey, I'm assigning you to hunt. I'm assigning you to chop. And then you're going to be the guard. Okay? Because we might have an encounter. And that would give me a +1 to defense. I see. Okay, okay. And then there's dig. If we wanted iron, it does require a mine. And then for forge, it looks like it requires a smithy. It is some tasks are only available after certain buildings are present. So if we go here, so we need a mine, or we need we do need iron and stuff eventually for the Great Hall. So where is the smithy? Looking for the smithy industry. Here we go. So we would need 10 stone. But if we ever wanted to get, if we rolled a 6 and it's +3 iron, it looks like to get that much, we would need a smithy. But we can build up the smithy here in order to get the most. Allows villagers to be assigned to the forge task. And then we have dig. We need a mine. Allows villagers to dig for stone and iron. And then if we get a church, if we build a church, we get favor. Once per week, re-roll any task roll. And then there's a jail. During upkeep, you can put any human you encountered that week in the jail. The next time that encounter is rolled, ignore it. Ooh, I can put the assassin in there. The assassin is really dangerous. Someone said sure, trade in. I'm guessing they mean cannibalism. Oh, that's where they went. That's the that's the lore of the village. The rumor is all the people left, but we never seen them leave. Wonder where they could be. Wonder where he got all that food so quickly for the grand feast. As we sit down and say thank you so much for your contribution. Okay. And so let's see. We have people here. We have leaders. You can recruit a leader once per week. To recruit one, you must spend 10 coin and 4 morale and build their corresponding building, listed by their name. We can have Harper the Huntress. All hunting yields are doubled. Father Pharaoh protects the village from the undead. Can remove a curse once per week. Dr. Dathan, he just wants the house. Heals all sick, injured, and infected villagers at the end of every week. That could be helpful. Burn the Bard. All carousing yields are doubled. You have Ingrid, the innkeeper, profits the village, plus 1d6 coin each week. We have Bretel the Beheader. Ooh, they need a jail. Because once per week, she can execute all criminals in the jail, plus 1 morale. Yay! Everybody's happy about that. Then we have Flens the foreman. He needs a mine. Building costs are halved. Ooh, how much does it cost to build? Oh, that would be nice. Because we need a tavern. If we halved it, it would be 10 wood and 2 stone. Oh, that might be a good one to, a starting, get flint here. But I have to spend 10 coin and 4 morale and build their building. But that would be nice. Ooh, all the building costs. Okay, let's do Thorpe generator. Let's roll 3d6 and see what the village name is and see what we start with. +2 of something. And this game is by Sam Helms for the one-page RPG jam. Sam, you made this pretty deadly. Okay. So let's, I'm trying to see where I put my notes. Because I do want to use this village for like a future game, a future solo game set here. So I'm just going to open my Notion because I have some notes. Okay, so yeah, I did write, we want a palisade. A palisade is nice. That will give us +1 defense, and then we could start upgrading it, building a stone wall, building a gate. Only needs wood. But yeah, I think we do want to build defense early. I do want to improve our odds on like every hostile encounter for the rest of the game. But getting flints would be really nice. Because then all those costs for building would be cut in half. So I'm wondering if I should get flints first. But if people get killed in the encounter, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Okay, so what does he need? He needs a mine. Let's do that. I was originally going to get a palisade first because I was like, we got to build up our defense. But getting this mine would be easy. So get the mine that's only 6 wood. It allows for digging for stone and iron. And then I can get flints because then all building costs are halved and he'll have his mine. But I do need to, I have to have 10 coin and 4 morale. So I have to have a good amount of money, and like, I guess they don't want to go to a very sad village. So they're like, you need to get your morale up. People are too sad. Yeah, but it won't go towards. Yeah, it's all a cost. Anyway, so let's roll a 3d6. What do we call in this place? Here's a first d6, and this is for the prefix. Uh-oh. Accidentally clicked on the game page. So I'm gonna roll d6. Let's see. 5. So it is called North. Rolling again. Oh, I rolled a 5 again. Ignore that 6. Northford. Okay. And let's see what we start off with. Oh, I rolled a 6. Yeah, +2 villagers. Okay, I'll take it. Okay. We have Northford, and we have 2 villages. So the village is called Northford. We got +2 villagers. Where's the people? Here we go. Okay, so that is our starting. Now let's roll. How many houses do we start with? So it's a D3. I'm gonna roll a D6 and have it. Bruh. one house. One house is crazy. Yep, we got one house. Okay, so how many villagers? How many extra villagers? Come on, we want a 6. Come on, 6. You guys, you have no idea how bad I want like a 5 or a 6. I'll take 4 to 6, please. Yes. Yes. Okay, we got 4 villagers. 4 more. Okay, so now we have 6. Just don't get sick, don't die. 3d6 food. Let's see. Come on. Come on. 18 food. Come on. 666. 12. That's not bad. We have 12 food already. Wow. Okay. And then next is wood. So I'm going to roll 3d6 again. High numbers. Oh my god. This is amazing. 16 wood. Oh my god, oh my god. These are great rolls. I hope a dragon doesn't come and ruin it all. Okay. 3d6 morale. High numbers. Let's go. Okay, not bad. These are good rolls. These are good. I'll take it. 11. We got 11 morale. So, let's add that here. And then 3d6 coin. How much coin do we start off with? High roll. 14. Oh my god, these are really good starting because we have 14 coin. How much wood do we? Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so we're starting off with 12. Hold on. How much do we need to buy the mine? I could start off with the mine. Upkeep food. Upkeep phase, I mean. Track food and, okay. So we're starting off and the mine costs 6 wood. And how much does this guy cost? 10 coin and 4 morale. We have enough. We have enough to get the mine and this guy. Wait. What's our morale at? Wait, we rolled for morale really well. 11. Nice. That's what I'm gonna do. Can I have your... Someone said, can I have you roll for my TTRPG character stats? Yeah. Tell me when you're gonna roll for him and we'll talk. You're going to eat well when you return to the old ways. I'm gonna eat well. I'm the mayor. That's a crazy thing to kill everybody at the end. Just be like, thank you for your sacrifice, everyone. I'm going to eat well. Okay, we have... I can get the guy. I can get Flint. But he needs... Oh my gosh. That's what I'm going to do. I'm already spending. Oh my god. This is what it is. This is what it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... I'm going to get the mine. That costs 6 wood. It now allows the villagers to dig for stone and iron. But there is a cost. Listen, if I roll a 1 on dig, they could be killed. They'll be crushed. And that is scary, but it is worth it, everyone. I am just your humble mayor of this village. I'm just a humble, what is it, alderman? I'm the alderman. So let's do it. I'm getting the mine. So that's 6 wood. So now I'm down to 5. Nice. So now we have a mine. Check. Okay. So next we are going to get flints. And that will cost 10 coin and 4 morale. So let's get flints here. Boom. And it's where's my coin at? The coin is going to go down to 4. And then 4 morale. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7. This is good. So now we have flints. All building costs are now halved. Because this is great. Oh my god. So now we can get the palisade for 10 wood. Can we get the palisade already? How much wood do we got? Oh, we only have 9. We only have 9. Okay. Okay. Also, my house rule for dig, I have a little HR here for house rule. That means that everybody's just injured. No one dies. That's it. That's it. Okay. So if Sam sees this, Sam, it was a little too deadly. Sam Helms is the designer of this game. Is a little too deadly. Okay. I'm just making them, instead of getting killed, they're injured. Okay. So they're not. They're still gonna take up food. Okay. So that's one house rule, and then I did another, like for encounters with the dragon, instead of instantly killing my my people, it never reduces the population below 1. Okay, so that's my two house rules. That's all I'm gonna do. Next, we're just gonna see how it goes. Okay, everybody, we have 6 of you guys that are nice and healthy. It's the beginning of the week. It's time to assign some tasks. Someone said currently building an 11th level gunslinger, but it's for Pathfinder 2, so no rolling for stats. Okay. Well, then I will bless you. That's all I'll get. That's what I'll give you. Someone said, can you build before the building phase? I don't know, right? So, but that's how I'm going to do it. You don't have to do it this way. But with solo games, you do whatever you find fun. And so I like to think that this is what we started with, like before the week. And this is like what we came in with. So we came in with, like, I rolled all my starting stuff. And then so we came in with like, hey, we started out well. So we were able to get like a mine going. We were able to get flints and all that good stuff. So now it really starts. Real game starts now with my 2 little tweaks that I made for house rolls. But that's me. You'll rarely find me playing solo games like rules as written. I'm always adding something or making a tweak somewhere. That's just me in general. So let's do this. Task phase time. So I have 6 villagers. Okay. And so let's go. Okay, so how should we assign everybody? For each task, roll XD6, where X is the number of villagers assigned to the task. Got it. Okay. So I can assign 6 to do some stuff. We got Flence's discount active. The palisade drops to 10 wood. A tavern drops to 10 wood plus 2 stone. So let's do 3 on chop. We'll do 3 villagers on top. We'll do 2 on dig because we have the mine, so we're going to use it. This is going to get a stone towards a discounted tavern. And we'll do 1 on hunt. So we got 6 mouths to feed, so and we want the population to grow. And we have 1 house. Isn't that crazy? We got 1 house. It's crazy. What do we do with 1 house? Who lives in that house? I think someone needs a house. Who needs a house? The doctor. If we want to get a doctor, it needs to be a house. Okay, gotcha. So at least that's important. So the doctor needs a house. We won't work on guard just yet, because that's the trade-off. Okay, so let's do 3 on chop. So wood is our top priority right now, since everything we want to build next is wood heavy, and it's now half price. Okay, here we go. So now I'm gonna roll 3d6, and that is for chop. Okay, ideally we go on 5s and 6s, but here we go. I'm rolling 3d6. Oh, okay. 1, 3, and 3. That's only 3 wood. Oh, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. We only got 3 wood, so I'm gonna add it here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we want 2 on dig. So we got 2 on dig, and we don't want any ones. Rolling. Yes! Oh my god. Okay, so I rolled 3 and 6. I got +1 stone and +3 iron. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3. +1 stone. Okay, and then we have 1 on hunt. Where is hunt at? You know, we want the higher the better. I'm rolling 1d6. Come on, no ones. Oh! Oh my god, that's a 6. Yes! Oh my god. Oh, oh. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. we got more food. We got more food. How much food is that? How much food is that? Oh my god. Oh, +5. That is +5 food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oy. Okay. Now, that is some really good rolls. You know, minus chop. Chop could have been better. Let's do the encounter phase. So, I'm hoping I roll a 1 now. I want a 1 because lower the better for some reason on this roll. But if I do roll an encounter, then I'm hoping for the best on the encounter. Let's just go. 1. Oh, damn, it's a 6. So we do have an encounter. So it's week 1. Everything's looking up. Everything is kind of brighter skies in the village of, what was it called? Northford. The village of Northford that is just getting established. Everybody's rolling in with their carriages and getting to work, and the morale is, you know, pretty good. What is morale is at? Morale is at 7, you know? Not bad. And then suddenly an encounter happens. So I'm gonna roll D36. I'm gonna roll the D3 first, and I'm hoping for a 3. Okay. So a D3 is a D6 halved. So, or you could say a 1 or 2 is a 1, a 2 or 3 is a 2, and yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a 5 or 6 would be a 3. So I'm hoping on this I get a 5 or a 6. Let's go. Come on. Oh, that's a 2. That's a 1. And then I'm gonna roll a D6 as the 1's digit. Oh no. Okay, that's 13. So time to resolve the encounter. Everything's brighter skies, and then 13. A giant. Oh my god. A giant. And I can't even defend one building. We only have 1 home. He's gonna destroy our 1 home. There's also no point in trying to defend. I don't have any defense. And I can't beat a 2d6. I'll roll 2d6 anyway, whatever. Yeah. That's a 6. Wait. Oh wait, that's a 6. I could try. Okay. Actually, if I roll a 6, the giant does not destroy our 1 home. Now, I've been rolling 6s. I don't know what are the odds that I'll roll another 6, but I'm gonna try. Rolling. Oh, it's a 3. Damn, it's a 3. Okay. Our 1 home is destroyed. Great. Now we can't get a doctor. If we get a home, it does yield villagers. It does yield more villagers when homes are built. Right? So if I go here, we can see what the buildings are. We had 1 house, you guys. We had 1 house, and we could have had more villagers. Wait, I can build another one. We got wood. How much wood do we got? Bruh, we can build. And now because it costs 2 wood instead of 4, for 4 wood, we can buy 2 houses and get more villages up in this bad boy. Okay. I'm so happy that we have flints. I'm so happy. That was such a good idea. Okay. The odds are 1 and 6. I mean, yes, those are all the odds. And I rolled a 3. A giant on week 1. A giant rolled in, and just said, "Sorry," and smashed our 1 house. Thanks a lot. Whatever. But now we are at the building phase. Okay. So let's see. Let's see what all what all do we got? So we are now in the building phase. We have 17 food, 12 wood, 3 iron, 4 coin, 7 morale, and 1 stone. And also everything is costing half of what it originally cost. We had a giant come in and ruin our one house that we started with, but we could technically get 2 houses now for 4 wood and get some more villagers in here to help out, which I think would be a good idea. I actually like this game. It's like you're like an accountant a little bit. You're the person who runs the books where you're like, this goes here, this goes here, don't have enough money to spend there, this is why it's here. So we have Valenza's discount. But then again, never tell me the odds. Listen, I agree with never tell me the odds. I just go and let's just do it and see what happens. So we have Valenza's discount. We have 12 wood. Nice. Okay, we can build. Should we spend all of our wood? Because we can get a palisade. We can get a palisade and that would up our defense. Yeah, let's do it. It has to be done anyway. So we're going to build 1 house and because we'll get 1d6 villagers. We want to grow our workforce and we need a palisade. So we're going to erase. Wood goes down to 0. But now we back up to 1 house. Yay. And then now we have palisade. Hell yeah. Look at defense goes up by 1. We got no more wood. That leaves your we can have another house next week. We're gonna skip the tavern. It's not affordable yet anyway. We only have it's cost 2 stone. And we only have 1. And the smithy, we need more stone. Mine's already built, so no action needed there. Okay, so we'll build the house and the palisade, and then now we get upkeep phase. So we're going to track food and consumption and adjustments from market, taverns, inns, leader abilities, blah blah blah. Okay, so we're gonna build that house. So track food. Let's see. Each villager eats 1 food per week. If there is... Okay, so... How much food do we got? We got 17 food, and we have 6 villagers, so minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're down to 11 food. And then we need food for the grand feast. So you know what? I'm going to add 3 food here. 1, 2, 3. And so now food goes down to 8. So I'm building up a little bit towards the grand feast. We have 4 coin. I will detect 1 and then add a coin there. Morale is at 7, so I will go 1, 2. 1, 2. How much wood do we wood, stone, and iron? I'll subtract 1 iron there, and then stone, and then that's it. So I built up a little bit towards like the final project. So we tracked food and then adjustments from everything else. So leader abilities, I mean, his just helps out with the mine. You know what I mean? So this game is Beamer in the chat says this game is just my day job simulator. Yeah, but does your day job have giants? Okay, that can crush your village and wolves and undead assassins and bandits. Bandits? Does it? I don't know. Does it have witches? Okay. So it is week 2. As we have done all the tasks, we've done the building, we've done the upkeep. It is now week 2. So let's we are starting week 2, but now we have a new house. So we can add another D6 of villagers. Come on, 6. 1. That's whatever. We have 7 villagers now. This guy came in by himself. He said he was going to bring his family. He said they'll be here next week. And I'm like, okay. Okay, so now we have 7 villagers. Let's see what we got. Okay. So after the upkeep phase, we now have 8 food, 2 iron, 1 stone, 5 morale, and 3 coin. And now we have 7 people. Time to assign tasks. Let's see. Let's do... Oh, you're in finance for a TTRPG publisher. Nice. Which publisher? Say their name and where they live. So we have 7 villagers and only 8 food banked. That's fine. Let's do 2 on hunt. A little bit thin because our food margin is a little bit thin. So a couple hunters to net some more food, hopefully. And then we want 2 on dig because we want to get some stone. We want to get that tavern. And then we'll do 3 on chop. I'll put no one on guard because we do have the palisade. So that's our 1 defense there. Maybe another time. So let's do 2 on hunt. So 2d6. And for hunt, we want the higher the better. We don't want anyone injured, obviously. Of course, as soon as I say it, 1 gets injured. 1 guy gets injured while hunting, and then 1 brings back 5 plus 5 food. So, I mean, I'll take it. There we go. 1 injured. And that means if he doesn't get healed, he can't even work, but still consumes 1 food. Like a jerk. So how much food do we get plus 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do 2 on dig. So hopefully we don't roll 1s. So once again. Oh my god. I keep rolling a 1. Another is injured. And but we did roll 5, so we do get plus 2 stone. So I'll take it. And then 3 on chop. Wood is at 0, so we'll want more for a second house plus anything else. So we're gonna do 3d6 on chop, and then everything yields something, but the higher the better. So come on, 6s. Oh my god. I rolled 2 6s and a 1. That is 9 wood. Hell yeah, let's go. Wait, is it 9 wood? Yeah. I rolled 2 6s. That's 8, and then plus 1. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So after that, we have 9 wood, 2 injured, but now we're at 3 stone. And food is at 13 now. Okay, let's do the encounter. We want 1d6 and we want a 1. Let's roll a 1. I've been rolling ones. Oh, 2. Damn. Okay. Now, I'm hoping for a good encounter then. So I'm going to roll a d3 and I'm hoping for the higher the better, of course. 5 or 6. Yes. That means cuz it's halved, so it's a 3. And I'm going to roll a d6 again and see what. Okay, that's 34. Who is it? A festival. Oh. Oh no. A festival will take. Oh no, we're good. You want to come and eat all our food, but like potentially make us a little bit more happy? No, we're good on morale. We got 5 morale. We're good. I can't afford the food. 2d6. I mean, I could potentially roll 2 1s, but I'm not gonna risk it. I could also roll 12. Take most of our food. Nah, I can't risk it because people got to get fed, even the sick ones. So I'm already at -7 food. So we're going to skip it. It was a festival. I think people stopped by and they said, hey, we want to start, we want to run a quick festival. You know, everybody loves a festive moment. And I said, no, we don't have enough food, unfortunately. Okay, so now it is time for the building phase. So we're going to spend resources to build buildings. And so now, okay, so building phase, spend resources. So now what should we get? Let's see. Let's look at the buildings. Everything is halved. Oh my god. Getting the flints is so, that's like OP. That's so nice. You get the, what is the tavern is 10 wood and 2 stone. 10 wood and 2 stone. How much do we got? Oh, we only have 9 wood. We have enough stone, but we don't have enough wood. Yeah. So we should build, the tavern is close, but it's not quite there. For this week, we're just going to spend 2 wood and build a house, actually. So that we can get some more folks in here, because they've got 2 that are injured, so can't do nothing. This guy said, the one guy came in this week, and said he was going to bring his family next week, so we'll just say he was telling the truth. So next is to track the food and adjustments and all that. So we still have 7 people who gotta eat. So food goes down by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So food is now at 6. I'll make it go down to 5, and then I will go up here for 4. So I have been putting a little bit into the Great Hall and the Grand Feast. So for the Great Hall, wood and stone is still 0. Iron is 1. I put 1 in there. For the Grand Feast, I put 4 in food, 1 in coin, and 2 in morale. And that's just from the last 2 weeks. And just to update there. Okay. And so now it's time for week number 3. So we got okay, that's what I need to do. I was like, what do I do? We're gonna build the house. Actually, house is built, and so now we're gonna add 1d6 of more people. Come on, 6. Oh, yes. Let's just say there's a reason I'm playing Pathfinder. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Lots of stuff going down over there, I've heard. New changes. Unfortunate archive of Nethys news I've heard recently with Pathfinder. Okay. We got 6 more villagers. Hell yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 2 are sick. How the hell do we feel? Like, how do we help them? I think it's the doctor. But he needs a house. We can give him a house. We got 2. How much coin do we got? We don't have enough coin. Yeah, I gotta build up coin and morale. I have enough morale, but we don't have enough coin. Doctor just needs a house. And then he can heal all sick. So 2 of them can't even do nothing. Can't even do nothing. But I got 11. I got 11, so that's nice. Okay, so now it is. So we completed all the tasks here. Upkeep. We are now in week 3. And we have 13 villagers total, but 2 are injured. So only 11 can work this week. It's fine. Everybody gets sick. But maybe we should get the doctor at some point. We'll just get more villagers. Okay, so our current resources are, we have 5 food, 7 wood, 3 stone, 2 iron, 5 morale, and 3 coin. How do we gain coin again? None of the tasks like gain coin. I think it's like one of the buildings get coin. The inn provides coin if you upgrade. You get the tavern, then you upgrade it. Okay. Well, if you carouse, you can carouse and get like +1 coin if you roll a 2 or a 3. Or you can do market and then gain 1d6. So, but that also costs 6. Well, now 3 coin. How much coin do we get? We got 3 coins, so we can get a market. But we need more wood. Okay. So we definitely need more food because now we have 13 villagers. All of them eat, even the 2 injured. So we're gonna do this is a priority. So we do got to get some food. We're gonna do we have 11 people, so we're gonna do 6 on hunt, 3 on chop, and then 2 on guard. Why not? We're gonna skip dig because we have enough. So let's do 6 on hunt, 66. That's a good amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rolling. Okay. 1 gets injured. That's fine. But we do got, let's see. I rolled 2, 3, 3. So that is 3 food. And then I rolled 2 6s. So that is 10 plus 3. So we got 13 more food. So that is, we're now at 18. So everybody's going to eat this week. But 1 got sick. Jesus. 1 got injured. Okay. And then we're going to do 3 on chop. So we're really close to affording the tavern. We just need a few wood this week. That'll get us there. And then we can get to the tavern will get us +2 food at the start of each week. And then carousing will get us +1 morale anytime we carouse. So having a tavern is a good thing. Okay, so let's roll 3d6 for chop. I rolled a 1. That's not good. Can't be good. Oh wait, it's for chop. Okay, a nice, because chop, I like that. I like that chop, like if you roll a 1, nothing bad happens because it's like chopping. How could you hurt yourself from just chopping wood? So I rolled 1, 5, and 6. So I got everything on this row here. So 4, 7. We got +7 wood here. So wood is now at 14. I think we can get the tavern, I think. Let's put 2 on guard for this week. So we can add +1 to our defense. What? Where's guard? Here we go. Boom. Okay, so our defense is a 3 now. Now I'm hoping for no encounter. One day we will roll a 1 for the encounter and nothing will happen to us. Oh, that's a 4. Okay, nice. Okay. Taverns do spawn adventurers. Yeah, they do. Okay. It's an encounter. Now, for this encounter, I'm hoping for a good one. So I'm going to roll a d6 and I'm hoping for a 5 or a 6. That's a 2. Well, damn. That's a 1, so it is a bad encounter indeed. And then I roll another d6 to see which one. 12. Is it another giant? No, it's wolves. And if we fail this, they'll take 2d6 of our food. No. We just worked for that food and we don't have enough for everybody. Oh my god. Okay. So there's a defense roll that can be made. It's 1d6 plus defense. So I'm gonna roll 2d6. And I'm hoping for low rolls. I'm hoping for 2 1s. 7. Okay. Not bad. I'm hoping. So now it's time for our defense roll. I need to roll a 7 or higher. We have 1d6 plus 3. Okay. Oh, come on. So what do we want? We want a 4 or higher. Come on. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Whew. We made another week, folks. We defended well against those wolves. Oh my god. Oh, yes. This week is just a few people got sick. It's fine. Okay, so we are now in. Okay, so a few people got sick. But now food is at 18. Wood is at 14. Stone is at 3. Iron is at 2. Morale is at 5. And coin is 3. And 3 people are now injured. And 10 are healthy. And now it is time to enter into the building phase. So, yeah, I think it's time for the tavern. So let's look at the tavern. Everything's halved. So it's 10 wood and 2 stone. Nice. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build the tavern. So 10 wood and 2 stone. So where's the wood at? It's 10 wood. So now we're at 4. Stone is going to go down to 1. But now we have a tavern. Yay. There we go. We could build the warehouse. We have enough for this. Let's see. How much wood do we got? Because we have 4 wood. You need 5 wood to make an inn inside. Okay. Should we get a warehouse? It's 4 wood and 1 iron. Oh, how much iron do I got? Ooh, take all of our wood. Okay, so warehouse. Choose 1 resource. It cannot be lost during encounters. Oh, that would be helpful. You know what? Let's get a warehouse because who knows what future encounters are going to do. So we are building right now. So we're going to erase all wood and 1 iron, and we're going to get a warehouse, and we can protect one of these resources during encounter, because I've been rolling encounters every week. Okay, so now it's time for upkeep. So we're going to track food consumption and adjustments for markets, taverns, inns, leader abilities, etc. So what happens? We get +2 food at the start of each week, so that's next week. We're still in week 3. So everybody's gonna eat. How much people do we got? Bro, we got 13 people, so now food is at 5. And there we go. So we got +2 automatically added to storage because of the tavern. Hell yeah. Okay, so because we got the +2 automatically added, food is at 7. Wood is 0. Stone is 1. Iron is 1. Morale is 5. And coin is 3. And we have 3 injured and 10 healthy enough to work. And so now we are on week 4 and time to assign tasks. So dismiss that. So we no longer have 3 defense, because who knows? Where's the defense? Let's do 0 guards here. Okay, so wood and stone are both sitting like at 0 and 1. They're very rock bottom. So this week we're going to be rebuilding like our materials. While the tavern kind of covers some food. It's only 2, but not much. So let's put 4 on hunt. And let's do 4 on chop. And every time somebody gets injured. And then let's do 2 on dig. Let's see if we get some stone and iron. Okay, we'll skip guard and corrals. And hopefully, and we have a warehouse, so there we go. We could have a church. Oh yeah, also the church gives us something for healing people, which is 10 stone. Right, once per week, re-roll any task. That could be helpful. I mean, these are all helpful. Okay, let's do it. We have the growing amount of injured villagers is starting. It's gonna start dragging soon. I can feel it. We're gonna need a doctor soon, but we need 10 coin, I believe, for morale. Oh, getting that coin is gonna be hard. Hold on, I can't hear the music anymore. Let's do. Okay. Here goes nothing. So we have 4 on hunt. I'm hoping that I don't roll any ones. Oh, god damn it. I rolled a 1. That's another person injured. Oh, every week. These weaklings, and they still eat. So they're just sitting and eating. Okay, so what did I roll? I rolled 1, 2, 4, and 6. Only 2, 4, and 6 mean anything. So 2, 4, and 6. So I got 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 more food. So food is now 15. So everybody will eat this week, but damn. We got 4 on chop. So because wood is completely empty. So let's roll 4 again, and hopefully for all 6s. Okay, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4. So that's only 3 wood, and then 5. So 3 plus 2. I only got 5 wood. That's not much. Not much at all. And then 2 on dig, and hopefully I don't roll a 1, but here we go. People love to get injured in this village. Oh my god. Listen, there is a doctor in the house. There is even, oh no, there's no doctor, but there are houses. Look, see, there are houses. Maybe I should build another house so we can get more. Oh, but if we get more people, we need more food. The trade-off is interesting. So, oh my God, OMG. So what have we done so far? So we've done the tasks. No, we're on task now. We haven't done dig, so I'm gonna do 2 for dig. Oh no. Wait, was that? That was dig. That was 1 and 6. So another is injured, but we did get 3 iron. I can't believe another. But now we have 4 injured. These guys love it. They love to get injured. They love to eat and not help out. Okay, time for the encounter. And I'm hoping, as usual, that I roll a 1. One day, I will do it for an encounter. That's a 2. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna roll a d6. I'm hoping for good encounter, so I'm hoping 5 or 6. Yes. Okay, so that is a good encounter that I can potentially skip. Let's see which one it is. Okay, so that's 35. Oh, a healer. It costs, okay, it will take negative 1d6 coin. I will do it. I will do it. Because there's 4 sitting. A healer comes into town. Thank God. Okay, so I'm going to roll for the coin that we, how much coin do we get? We only have 3 coin. So can we even pay? Okay. 1d6. We want a 1, ideally. Okay, come on. Bah! Healer comes into town. They're extremely expensive. They're like, you have 4 villagers who are injured. Yeah, it's going to cost a pretty penny. Is there any rerolls in the house? What would call it? Oh, a tower. A tower. I can reroll the encounter each week. How much wood do I get? 5 wood. I could buy a tower. Oh. It's fine. Encounter's done. Time for building. So with what we have, so we got, okay, so let's go over what we got. We have 15 food, 5 wood, 1 stone, 4 iron, 5 morale, and 3 coin. Because of dig, we now have another injured person. So injured people go up to 4. And healthy are 9. But total is 13 villagers. So now it's time to build some buildings if we want to. I'm thinking maybe build a house because it's 2 wood and we can get some more help with villagers. But what else could work instead, I guess? Oh, the healer was going to come in clutch. Oh my gosh, they're so close. Now I've seen where these emergency measures are coming in. Do any of these help with healing people? But injure all villagers assigned to tasks except guard. Forced labor, yeah. Food is not reduced. Morale is reduced. That was not bad, because I could roll a 1. I'll save it. Okay, so I'm gonna buy a house because it costs 2 wood and it will help offset some of the injured people. So we now go down to 3 wood. And then we're gonna buy, we actually have 3 houses. Okay, so now we have a house. We're gonna buy a gate. Let's see, let's look. We could buy a gate because we have the palisade. We could buy a gate and that would add another defense. And we could do training grounds for 2 wood and increase the maximum defense gain from the guard task to a +6. And so that's what we'll do. We're gonna get training ground and so it costs 2 wood. Oh, I only have 3 wood. Oh, I have to get a gate or a training ground. Oh no, a gate is iron. Oh, okay. How much iron do I got? 1, 2, 3. So now we have a gate. Boom. A gate gives us +1 defense. And then we're going to get training grounds. So now we can have max guards increased. So 2 wood. Boom. So now we got training grounds. Okay. Listen, we're coming together. Everything costs something. Okay. There we go. There we go. Kind of a strong week. Look, we got more population. We got more permanent defense. We raised the guard ceiling. Didn't have to touch food, morale, or coin, really. We need a doctor. Would be great next, because that injury pile is a growing. So there we go. We are now at week 5. We have +2 food because of the tavern. Yes. I'm going to add 2 more food to our grand feast. Okay. And so now we have 15 food. Oh wait, we didn't feed. We got to feed everybody. There's 13 of us. So food is now at 2. Ooh. Okay. But we did build another house, so I'm gonna roll a d6. How many more villagers do we get? Come on. 3. Okay. So now we got 12 healthy instead of the 9 or whatever. Okay. So it is the start of week 5. We have 2 food, 1 wood, 1 stone, and 1 iron, and 5 morale and 3 coin. We now have 16 villagers total, but 4 are injured. So only 12 can help out. Okay. And we now have a gate and training grounds as well. So, time to assign some tasks. There's probably going to be a lot going towards hunting because we are low on food. Yeah, we're going to, yeah. Now that we have 16 people, food is going to be very important. So we're going to put 8 on, let's do 8 on hunt, 2 on chop, and 2 on dig. Because defense is at 2, so that's pretty good. We'll keep it there. Food is really bad, because if we we'll lose villagers 1 for 1 if there's not enough food for everybody. So that's pretty. Yeah. We have morale. We need coin. What's the best way to build coin? Is that? Oh, we probably need to carouse at some point because we need coin, and then probably build an inn. That's another way to get coin or the market, but yeah. Okay, so this is 8d6, and there's definitely going to be some 1s in here. Oh my god, here we go. No 1s! No 1s, yeah! Okay. So let's see. Lots of 2s and 3s. So how many 2s and 3s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 5 food. And then we got 2, oh wait. And then we got 1 5. Okay, and then 1 6 or 2 6s. Okay, so they all equal something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 food, plus 2, so that's 7, and then plus 10. So we got 17 food. Nice. And then, who else? Who else? We got 2 on chop. So let's roll 2d6. Okay, 1 and 5. So that's only 3 wood. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 2 on dig, and I'm hoping for 2 6s. You know, I don't want people to get injured. More people. Oh my god, again. 1 gets injured. Now only 11 can work. Okay. But I did roll a 5, so we do have plus 2 stone. I don't know if we'll build anything this week because we really just need to up our stuff. Okay. So that is the task. So I'm gonna roll for the encounter. Roll 1d6. And I'm hoping for 1. Come on, 1. Oh, 5. Have an encounter. Okay, now I want it to be a good encounter. So hopefully I'm hoping for a 5 or a 6. Yes, that's a good encounter. And then what kind of good encounter? Hopefully something. So that is a 32. So let's see. Refugees. Oh my god, we get plus 1d6 villagers. They're all injured. But you know what? Oh, but they would eat. They would eat. I would take them, but I don't even have a doctor. Oh, I think unfortunately, Northford, we need a doctor. We're not even close to 10 coin. If we had like 9 coin, I would do it. Oh. I believe, unfortunately, Northford is going to have to turn away these villagers who are injured, as we do not have enough food and resources that they would need as well. So we're going to have to turn it away. But that is the encounter. So next is building if we would like to. So we could spend some of our resources, but I'm not sure if we do. We need to build up our resources now. Maybe we should spend some time like carousing. But if we carouse, we could potentially get 2 more villagers who would eat. Now I'm thinking about all they do is eat. Okay. So let's look at what we got. So we are now back at the, let's see, what phase? We are at the building phase. We have 19 food, 4 wood, 3 stone, 1 iron, 5 morale, and 3 coin still. We have 16 total villagers, and now 5 of them are injured. And I'm thinking that we do not build anything right now because we really need to get our resources up. And we need more coin because we need a doctor for sure. We definitely need a doctor or some way to heal people because people get injured every week and it's not looking good. And we need a faster way to gain coin. It's very slow to gain coin. Or we can add Ingrid, the innkeeper, and she adds 1d6 coin to the village each week. So it's like we need a doctor, and I think Ingrid are the next big kind of leaders that we need. I'm thinking. Let's see. We could borrow funds. I think this is where like the borrowing funds come in because but there's only 3d6 coin. I could roll anywhere from 3 to 18. But within 8 weeks we'd have to pay back 4d6. So I think I'll get the doctor first whenever we get the coin. Our injured pile is 5 out of 16. It's gonna get bigger each week, so we really do need a doctor. It's starting to compound a lot. Dig and hunt keep injuring more people every week, so. So we're gonna build nothing this week. And we're gonna put a villager or 2 on corrals next week. And we'll go from there. So let's feed everybody, as we are now at the upkeep phase. So that's 16. So food goes down to 3. So you're now at week 6. And okay, so we get 2 food because of the tavern. So I like it. So we are now, week 6 has started. We have 11 people able to work. And we have 5 food. Time to assign some tasks. Didn't build anything really. I think corrals. Oh, but that also has opportunity for like getting sick, which is gonna be annoying. Let's do. We gotta hunt. Yeah, we need food. So we're gonna do 6 on hunt. We're gonna do 2 on corral, or 3 on corrals. Why not? And then we'll do 2 on chop or dig. What's chop? Chop. We have 4 wood and dig for stone or iron. We'll do 2 on dig. Okay, here we go. 6d6. And I'm hoping for no 1s, but who knows? Oh, that's 2 1s. No. 2 more people get injured. We need a doctor. I'm thinking that that emergency measure might come into play. Oh no. Everybody's getting sick. Okay. 2 got injured. But let's see what we rolled. So 2, 2, 4, and 5. And that is for food. So 2, 2. So it's 2 plus 4. We only got 6 food this week. 2 people will leave. You know what? Just leave. You're sick anyway. We're gonna do 3 on corrals. Could potentially get people, but I'm hoping for no 1s. Come on. Of course we got a 1. Another person becomes sick. But we did roll a 3 and a 5 for corrals. Okay, so we got +1 coin and +2 morale. Okay. Coin. And then we're gonna do dig. Okay, finally, not a what. I've been rolling every week. Someone got injured on dig. So that is 2 and 5. So we got 1 stone and +2 stone, so 3 stone. Okay, so that is everybody for this week. It's time for the encounter. Come on, 1. 5. Okay. Okay, but it's a good encounter. It's a good encounter. Hopefully it's the healer again. Okay, that's 33. I don't think that's a healer. Gentle Rain. +2 to all hunt and chop yields for next week. Okay, nice. We'll take it. Rain is going to help us. Awesome. So in terms of building, I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, so it is now week 6. And food is 11. Wood is 4. Stone is 6. Iron is 1. Morale is 7. Coin is 4. We have 16 villagers and 8 of them are injured. Now we do not have enough food during upkeep. We could do the emergency measure where food is not reduced here, but we'll lose 1d6 morale. We could also borrow funds and buy a doctor if we get enough money. But we'll have to pay it back in 8 weeks. We'll have to pay back more in 8 weeks. And now I'm wondering if there's anything that we should buy in terms of buildings, because we definitely don't need more villagers, I think. Interesting. I think this is like, we're at 8 out of 16 villagers that are injured. I think on the food, sure, yeah, we should probably use ration. We have 7 morale, so it still will leave us positive. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna use one of our emergency measures. I was trying to hold off as quickly as possible, so we're gonna use ration. So food is not gonna take up, but we're gonna roll 1d6 and see how much morale we lose. Lower the better. 2. Okay, we lose 2 morale. Go back down to 5. You know, it's fine. We're back down to what we were originally at. And then I think we're gonna have to use borrowed funds. We are currently at week 6. But he will heal our injured every week starting now. So while half of our workforce is sidelined, it's worth more than the debt costs. So yeah, he'll heal people every week. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold off on building again, and we're gonna borrow funds. So I'm gonna roll 3d6. Oh, 14. Okay, so coin is at 18. Okay. So we are at week 6, and I used the ration and borrowed funds emergency measure. And I'm going to roll 4d6 now and see how much we owe in 8 weeks. We owe 13 in 8 weeks. So that will be due on, we'll say 7 plus 8, so week 15 is when that will be due. Also, like, what happens if we can't pay it back? You know what I mean? It doesn't say. Sam, I found a chink in your armor. It doesn't say what happens if we don't pay it back. Oh, I guess we'll deal with it when we get there. Okay. So now we have the doctor. We're going to get the doctor. We're going to spend 10 coins. So coin will go down to 8. And it costs, how much morale again? It will cost 4 morale. So morale goes down to 1. But now we have the doctor, which I think is more than worth it. So we're... There we go. So that was the upkeep phase. So because we got the doctor and we have low morale, so we're going to say the doctor came in during this upkeep phase. He came in, started helping people immediately. Okay, that's how I'm going to interpret it. It doesn't say when he will do it. So 8 is not injured. Boom. Now we're back to a healthy 16 as the doctor came in immediately, started helping us out. Now we could do forced labor because it will double all task yields this week, but it will injure all assigned workers. That's fine because the doctor will just heal them, and that's little metagamey, but I'm willing to do that. Okay, so we are now at week 7. Food is 13. Wood is 4. Iron is 1 and stone is 6. Morale is 1 and coin is 8. This week, we are going to use the emergency measure called forced labor, which doubles all task yields this week. It will injure all assigned workers, except the guards, which is fine because the doctor will then heal all those workers. And I'm willing to take that. Because I think we need double. We have been getting low yields, so I want to avoid that now. So now we are at week 7, and then time to assign the tasks. Also, I'm going to put, like, food is getting close. I'm going to say coin. I'm going to put 2 in coin here. So coin is now at 3. I'm going to say go up food by 2. So food will go down to 11. I'm going to put 2 in stone. And then how much wood do we got? I'll put 1 wood here for the Great Hall. And that is fine. Okay. So we have updated the Great Hall with our current resources as well. So I put, there is now 1 wood that I took from wood, 2 stone in the Great Hall, and 1 iron as usual. Food is now at 8 for the Grand Feast. Coin is 3 for the Grand Feast as well. And morale is 2. Okay. But everybody is healthy. We have +2 defense. We can put more guards there. We can have up to +6 now. So how do we assign everybody? Okay, so since Dathan will heal everyone regardless, we kind of have like a free week to maximize protection. So yeah, so we're gonna do it like this. We got 5 on carouse. We got 5 on chop. Let's do 4 on dig. And let's do 2 on hunt. We got 11 food. So yeah, that's everybody. Let's do hunt first. And you know what? Everybody's getting injured anyway. So it doesn't matter. Ooh, 4 and 6. 4 and 6, 4 and 6. That is 7 more food. Okay. Nice. Food is at 18. So everyone will eat this week. But it's doubled. 6, so is that 12? Because I rolled, okay, I just want to get this right. Because I rolled 4 and 6, so that is 7 food total. Okay, let's do chop. So I'm gonna roll 5d6. Ooh, okay, so 2, 3, 5, 6, and 6. So that's for chop. So 2, 3. So that means 2, 3. So that's 2 wood plus a 5. And then that's another 2. And then I rolled 2 6s. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I rolled 12 total for wood. And then I will double everything after I'm done. Okay. So we have 5 on carouse. You know, everybody's gonna get 6, so. Okay, we got 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay, let's look. Okay, nice. Okay. 2 and 3, so that is 2 coin. And then I rolled 4, 4, 5. So that is 1, 2, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 morale total. And then is that it? Oh, I got my guys on dig. Let's get them. Let's do it. Everybody gets 6, so 1 doesn't matter to me. So, but I get 2 6s and a 3. So we have 1 stone, and then I rolled 2 6s. So that is 6 iron I got. I feel like this was a good plan, but I can't use forced labor anymore. Only once per game. Okay, so everything is doubled. I rolled 7, so that is. It was originally. Let me put it back. I was originally at 11 food. I gained plus 14, so now food is at 25. Okay, I chopped. We got 12, so 24 wood. 24 plus 3 is 27. Carouse got me 4 more coin. And then it got plus 12 morale. So morale's at 13. It worked everybody harder. Like they're tired and injured, but they're happy. And then we got +2 stone, and then we got +12 iron. So iron is at 13. Okay. Everyone is injured. But Dathan will heal them up. Nice. So let's roll for an encounter, and I'm hoping for a 1. Come on. That's a 6. Well, I'm hoping for another 6, so it can be a positive one. Oh, that's a 3. A 3. Oh no, it's gonna be one of these kind of witchy characters. Okay, because a 3 is a 2. Okay, let's see who. Okay, we got 24. The fog. We lose 1d6 wood. We can lose 1d6 wood now. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Why not? I'm gonna roll 1d6 and hopefully the lower the better. Oh, that's a 6. So, what do we lose? We lose morale. Oh, wood. How much wood? Okay, we lose. Okay, wood goes down to 21. Everybody worked really hard, then the fog came in. Okay, we lost wood. It's 21. Now, we are not finished. We're not near the win state, but I have been streaming for 2 hours. So I think I'm going to finish off this last week because we went through the encounter. And then I'm going to finish it off, and then we're going to end the stream and then play this again at another time. This has been fun. So now we're at 21 wood, 25 food, 6 stone, 13 iron, 13 morale, and 10 coin. And now we move on to the building phase. Is there anything that we should get now? Or should we put some of it into the Great Hall or the Grand Feast? That's a good question. We got some iron, so maybe put a couple iron into the Great Hall. Put some wood into the Great Hall as well, maybe. So we are now in the building phase. Let's see, iron. We could put 9 iron into the hall, and we'd be done. Why not? Let's put 9 iron into the hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So iron goes down to 4. Stone, we have 6. The hall needs 10 more. We have 6 stone. That would use all of our stone. Why not? Okay. We'll use all of our stone as we're building up the Great Hall. Wood, we have 21. The hall needs 19 more. You could finish it here, but we'll hold back. Let's hold back. Yes. We could buy something useful. We have Flence's discount. So the smithy, we could get the smithy, which is our best. Let's look at the smithy again, because I'm pretty sure that's a good buy. Smithy would cost 5, even though I just used all my stone, so we don't got no stone. wondering if we should get a market. Market is 12 wood and a market would be 6 wood and 3 coin. 6 wood and 3 coin, which would gain 1d6 on any resource each week. So I could say like coin, which would be helpful. Okay, I'm going to get the market, and that's going to cost me 6 wood and 3 coin. And that will put me at 15 wood total. And my coin goes down to 7. But now we have a market. And so we can gain 1d6 resource each week. And so where we're ending at for the Great Hall, wood is 1, stone is 8, iron is 10. For the Grand Feast, food is 8, coin is 3, and morale is 2. And then for our current resources, food will be 25 minus 16. Wood is 15. Stone is 0. Iron is 4. Morale is 13. And coin is 7. And during upkeep, everyone is sick, but the doctor will help everyone. Yay! But 20, yeah, so food goes down to 9, but hey. That's good. Does one buy a market at the market price? Yeah, it was not at market price, by the way. And so you go to the market store, you buy a market. You know what I mean? And I bought it half off. Get your market here. Everybody get your market. Okay, for the Great Hall, we are done with for iron. So the Great Hall is actually coming along pretty well. It just needs a little bit more wood. It has a good amount of stone. The Great Feast is coming along too. We are in good shape overall. The morale's recovered as we worked extra hard during this week 7. Stone is at 0 and the hall just needs 4 more. And then the wood for the hall is way behind. But wood is easier to get. So there's no action needed there. Everybody is good. So we're going to start next week at week 8. And food goes up by 11. And we can do a market roll. And we can add 1d6 and add that amount to any chosen resource because we have a market. But that will happen during the upkeep phase. We won't do that just yet. But that's where we will end off. We're going to end off on week 8. You know what, Beamer? You and your dad jokes, you gotta go. You gotta go. The market down joke, you gotta get out of here. Get out. Yes, but that is where we will end this session. This was fun. I can't, it's like, I don't know, you're like it's like an accountant game. It's village building, but it's also like, it's more like accounting. And there was another game that I played that was similar, but it was way crunchier. And it was about like being on a spaceship, and the accounting on that was wildly crunchy. I did not like that, but I like this. This is like, has just enough to keep track of, and the encounters are interesting, and you have to be very precise and smart about where you're going to allocate stuff. And I think that is interesting. That's fun. So I'm going to keep playing this, and then the village of Northford is having an interesting history, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to continue to use it in the future, in a future solo game. Maybe I'll play Iron Sworn or something like that. But yeah, that is where we'll end it. Glad you could catch up with one of my streams. If whoever's still here, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening if you did. And I will see you guys in the next one.